What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and as we all know, FN just recently released their version of a Micro 9. And it's pretty interesting. It's called the Reflex. Now, what makes it interesting is FN always seems to be a little late to the game, right? And let me explain first. The FN 503 came out years and years and years later after the Glock 43, Springfield Armory, XDS, and so on, other single stacks similar to it. They took a long time, therefore nobody ended up buying the FN 503. Everyone already had other brand single stacks, therefore this firearm's very unpopular, and you don't see any aftermarket support for it. And also I've even seen it pulled from the shelves at certain firearm stores that it always used to be in. Next up is going to be, your 10 millimeter, right? I know they just dropped their 10 millimeter and it's a different version. It's, all decked out and you have a huge magazine. But all these other companies already had a 10 millimeter out, right? And in this case, the third example I'll give you, I know there's other examples, but in this case, the Reflex came out, right? We've already had the P365, the Hellcat, the XL, the Hellcat Pro. We've had now the Canik MC9 has come out. Literally all these double stack Micro 9s have dropped, and everyone already has them, right? FN's a little late to the game again. Does it look like a great quality pistol? Yes. Do I want one? Yes, I do. But the question is it going to replace my FN 503? And honestly, the answer is probably not. What I like about this FN 503 is it's a heavier single stack. I always talk about this in my videos. It is built like a tank, right? This slide is pretty heavy. It's overall a pretty heavy firearm, much heavier than a Glock 43, but it's still a small concealable package. Now that weight ends up helping it when it comes to shootability. Like when you shoot the Glock 43 versus the FN 503, it's so noticeable it's not even funny. The FN 503 shoots like a dream compared to the Glock 43. Even compared to my XDS, the 503 has a better trigger and just it handles recoil much better. Now, when I carry the FN 503, I'm at work, so it's going to be a 6+1 setup, and I feel like I'm in an environment where it's not sketchy or dangerous, so 6+1 is plenty for me. I also have backup mags, the 8 rounds that I carry as well. But it's just a perfect firearm that I'm so used to. It's been reliable this whole time, and as you can see, it's got a lot of wear and tear in it and just runs, and that's what I look at FN as being, firearms that just run no matter what. Now the problem is, I feel like with these Micro 9s, and this is just my thought, right? If you hold this, and then you hold like my P365, for example, right? This just feels like it's like an absolute tank compared to my P365. Now, people may call it a brick for its size. They might call it the XD of single stacks. But to be honest, when it comes to pocket carry, it's still light enough to pocket carry with no problem. But at the same time, like I said, shootability is great with it. And like I said, I only carry it in scenarios where I feel like 6+1 is going to be plenty, and that's basically while working. Now, you also have the 8+1 setup, but that is going to be harder to pocket carry. So therefore, I don't think I would ever replace it with a double stack Micro 9. I feel like the Micro 9s are just lighter, less material overall. Therefore, it's not built the same way. It's similar to like my Ruger SR9C versus my old Ruger Security 9 Compact. This SR9C was built like a tank. You could tell it was built to last, whereas my Security 9 Compact felt a little cheap to me, like a little light. I just feel like I could break it easier. I could cause damage to it easier. Whereas this FN 503, I feel is literally a tank. I've already fallen on it off of my ladder while it was in my pocket. It's fine. It's been dropped. It's been beat up. And it always just runs. So therefore, 6+1 in a reliable firearm, I have no problem with. Do I plan on getting the FN Reflex? Because of how much I love my FN 503, I'm definitely going to give it a shot. But it will not end up replacing my FN 503, and I can promise you that. I just feel like this is the perfect firearm for what I do for a living, is the perfect firearm for the conditions that I work in, and so therefore I'm probably going to stick with this. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.